Every week, Juliet Ames dedicates a day to her passion project.
Every Friday, yep.
This week, the Baltimore artist uses household items
They're just drink coasters.
for her masterpiece.
Perfect.
Her art must fit on a 17 by 23-inch board. Good thing she has a steady supply in her basement with paint matched at the local hardware store.
Every stripe that's painted on the street is the same yellow. Every sign.
The same yellow seen for decades in Baltimore.
This mundane, everyday thing that just sits there, not really calling attention to itself, and now people are calling attention to it.
So let me call your attention.
Once you notice them, they're kind of everywhere.
They're full of salt to help residents who are slipping or need some traction in the snow.
The practical, unassuming Baltimore salt box is a perfect canvas for Juliet's art.
I was really afraid to put the first box up because I'm a rule follower.
She dedicated her first box on Roland and 36th.
In theory, this is graffiti, right? This is defacing public property.
The city's transportation department approved.
Salt Bay I love. He was the second box I ever made.
Juliet got her green light, then got yellow paint.
And all it takes is a few drywall screws to zip in there.
Other artists caught on.
Yeah, the holiday salt box, that was one of the first ones, I think.
I was trying to stick with just salt imagery to start, but now obviously we have to go way bigger.
Salt cod.
The salty dog. It's a recipe for a cocktail.
Art boxes started showing up almost daily.
It's all DIY. People are just kind of taking it upon themselves to do it.
Some quite literal, others take a little thinking.
They're each a little different.
Yeah, they're kind of my little love letters to the city, We get a bad rap, but there's so much cool stuff.
Spirits may have answered artists.
Not to play favorites, but that one.
Baltimore's Ouija board is a given to portray.
They're like, what the heck, man? That's amazing.
Cultural images are on a creative tee.
Really like Juliet's baseball bow sliding in the home.
So I love getting the celebrities in.
Celebrities are a fixture,
I love Cab Calloway.
especially homegrown stars.
Billie Holiday is my favorite.
Everyone loves Divine, all the John Waters stuff.
Everyone, including you-know-who.
The only thing I would give the one artist who did the great famous shot of Divine in the dress with a gun is put a circle and a line across the gun. I don't like guns pointed to anybody, especially on Eastern Avenue.
Divine's on Eastern.
The pretzel guy.
Mr. Salty's on 33rd.
Oh, Mr. Salty, that's my neighbor Gail's.
Edgar Allan,
Poe, of course.
he's on Cathedral.
It's facing the library.
The art is spreading like salt.
The boom box.
It's a flamingo.
Lockbox.
Citywide, Juliet's stealth passion project is no longer a two-person job.
The partner in crime. I should have my ninja hoodie up.
She and her partner Jason are just two of the dozens sprucing up the city's neighborhood salt boxes.
I would have never thought that the embrace of it as like a Baltimore-wide art project would have happened this quickly.
In 2 months, Robert Atkinson's map has plotted almost 100 art boxes.
I think the more art, the better. Art is what's healing Baltimore.
For his small influence in the project, John Waters is taking it with a grain of salt.
So I was honored, even though my mother always said, fools' names and fools' places always appear in public places.
So, will the art end? Nah, not likely.
I can't wait to see what people do next,
Now, if your salt box in your neighborhood is empty like this one, you can just call 311. The city transportation department will come refill it. Now, we know sand boxes date back to the 1950s. At some point, they transitioned to salt boxes. We know in 1969, there was a reference to salt boxes in the Baltimore Sun archives. To prove the point, these art boxes kind of run the gamut on local celebrities. Check out who's featured here just down the hill from WJZ. It's old Marty. For now, I'm Paul Gessler, Salty Bass's colleague, reporting from TV Hill.